This article's from the Daily Mail, and it's called Amber Heard Demands a Retrial and Claims Juror Who Sided with Johnny Depp in $8 million Court Fight Impersonated Real Juror Who Had Matching Last Name. This is from July 9th, 2022, and by the way, they picked a very interesting photo of Amber. Not one of those 5-year-old glamorous photo shoot photos, but something I think is a little closer to the reality of what Amber actually represents here. Let's take a look. Heard's team filed the court documents in Virginia based on additional discovered facts, they said. Of course, always going to be additional facts that didn't make the case because we lost. Her lawyers alleged 2 people with the same last name lived in the home in Virginia where the jury duty summons was sent in April. The summons was intended for a 77-year-old person, but instead, the 52-year-old showed up in court and served on the jury. And her team says this: "It is deeply troubling for an individual not summoned for jury duty nonetheless to appear for jury duty and serve on a jury, especially in a case such as this," they write. But wait, it gets better. They don't know how it happened, with no evidence and no proof, of course, just like their usual pattern. Those safeguards are in place and relied upon by the parties to verify the identity of the correct juror to ensure due process and a fair trial for all litigants, reads the filing. When these safeguards are circumvented or not followed, as appears to be the case here, the right to a jury trial and due process are undermined and compromised. Under these circumstances, a mistrial should be declared and a new trial ordered, because we don't have the proof and evidence. We don't have facts on our side. We only have a few witnesses compared to Johnny Depp, who had a ton of witnesses, so we got to get some technical point in there. It's a mistrial. The judge was wrong. The jury was wrong. The public screwed it up. It was that umbrella guy who hurt us. Oh no, those YouTubers. Not like we lost. Yeah, we did our best. This is our piece. If you don't believe us, well, this is the truth. But we're going to move on now. Nope, always something. And here it is. The document did not provide any reason for why this allegedly occurred or say how the situation was uncovered. Of course not, because it wasn't uncovered. They just say this happened. Did it happen? I don't know. You don't know. They don't know. So what's the point? Friday's filing comes after the actress's legal team on July 1st filed claims that the verdict at trial was not supported by evidence presented during the 6-week hearing. I guess they were at a different trial. I was watching the trial that took place in Virginia. That was between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. And I saw a lot of witnesses and a lot of evidence. One piece of evidence Amber actually put out there herself. There was a bruise kit in a picture of Johnny Depp sleeping. And Amber Heard went in front of paparazzis with fake bruises. So that really makes sense. Amber Heard said Johnny pushed Kate Moss down the steps, and Kate Moss appeared and said that didn't happen. There were some audio recordings. If I remember, those had been going around the net for a while, how Amber said that she hit Johnny. I don't know, just stuff like that. And of course, a lot more we can't go through right now because it would take up a much longer video than this. And it continues. The July 1st outlined the issue of the wrong juror 15, but did not go into as much detail as Friday's document. And like usual, they've got a little bit of a recap of the situation. Depp sued his former partner over a 2018 article she wrote for the Washington Post about her experiences as a survivor of domestic abuse, which his lawyers said falsely accused him of being an abuser. On June 1st, the jury ruled in his favor. Heard's lawyers also said that last week that the judge should throw out the verdict because the amount awarded to Depp, $10 million in compensatory damages and $5 million in punitive damages, was excessive and indefensible. I think it wasn't enough. I mean, how much did he lose not moving forward? If he was going to be in Pirates 6, which it seems so, he probably would have got more than $10 million actually. Then think of all the other roles. Then there's Mina Mata getting pushed back for a US release. It would have made a lot more on a timely release with promotion in the US, that's for sure. And that's just to name a few. Let's keep going. If they're going to say this happened, if they're going to say there was some switcheroo here, they're going to have to show some kind of proof or evidence. I mean, this thing went on for 6 weeks. This wasn't a one-time deal or maybe 2 or 3 days or something. They would have had to have the wrong juror come in for 6 weeks straight. Now, I don't know what goes on there. I wasn't at the courthouse. I don't have experience, but I'm sure they've got like ID tags, people checking them when they come in and out, and things like that. So they're going to need to have a better explanation and some real facts and logic as to how this happened. And I'm sure having the wrong juror, if it indeed happened, is cause legally for a mistrial. But let me say this on my opinion alone. It probably wouldn't make much of a difference. And they say here 77-year-old. Well, I think a 52-year-old would be a little better for the judgment anyway. No offense, nothing like that, but a little more energy, a little sharper, a little more focused. I mean, being 20-something years younger could help you get through those long days a little bit better. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, let me know what you think down below. I'm doing shoutouts, special thanks, things like that. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. And if you don't consider it and don't subscribe, I guess I'll be pretty sad about it. Make a new video, something like that. See you next time.